If supporting a sick society, being part of a sick society is what you'd call your life purpose, or the only thing you'd ever care in your life, let it be your own problem, because ultimately it is not to become someone else's. Whatever problems in life that we have to handle those, because ultimately, if we turn our problems into other people's problems as well, we end up in a, society of frustrated people. Because everyone seeks solutions, but no one is there to show them, right? No one is there to show how to solve those. The same problem is that which deals or actually leads to people staying poor. Because poor people are not taught how to solve their problems. And when people don't know how to solve their problems, they will just keep lamenting. So when it comes to a sick society, if that is the only thing you would ever support in life, well, that makes you a sick person as well. If you support that which is not functional, that which is sick and distorted from what nature truly is, and from what we humans have been made to be, well then you're kind of a disgrace to society as it should be. You're kind of a disgrace to nature as it should be. But I'm not here to shame people or belittle them or judge them. But the point is, people simply have the time to distract themselves in life because they think they have the time. We weren't born with time. The time simply passes for all of us. The point is, people simply aren't truly aware of this fact until later on when they see people of their own age dying around and they realize that they haven't achieved shit in their life. So, people should be asking very important questions in their life. Like, what is it that you're leaving behind? Is it devastation, a trail of ignorance and the such? A bunch of ignorant children that you simply thwarted and, demolished mentally, emotionally, psychologically? Or a bunch of people who are a bit more aware than you have been? You may not have had the best life ever, but the point is you can at least help the others or teach others to strive for a better good, for a better life. Because young people come with a lot of resources, and it is the purpose, it is the goal of a sick society to strip you of all your resources by simply keeping you distracted from who you are. When you are distracted from who you are, and from your potential, from your talents, from your genius, from your emotions, you simply don't live your life. You're just a mold, waiting to be shaped into whatever. And when you don't believe in something for you, you will easily fall for what others support. So you'll just end up living other people's lives. So the point in a sick society is, well, I could call it very simple. If you are too afraid, to step out of the so-called comfort of a sick society, well, the point is ask yourself what is it that you want in life? Is it that fear that you're constantly living in that you want more of in your life? Or is it something better? If not for you because you may have lived your life, then why not for the ones who come? All of us have been taught that we are incapable, that we don't have enough resources, that we don't have enough power. But thanks to technology, we can speak to people all around the world. We can easily find people who are like-minded. Because a sick society will always make things look as if the only agenda it follows is the only thing that actually happens in the whole world. Everything else is, well, an exception, and exceptions, well, narcissists don't usually go well with exceptions, because they are usually the frontliners and the backlines as well of a sick society. It's just a matter of perspective. The impulsive ones are always the front line because they will support that which is crazy, because they believe that that which is crazy, if it is supported, will support them back. That's why these types of people always tend to crave the higher places in a society, because they know society protects those who are higher in place and gives up the masses. And that is why the highly functional sick people usually stay at the top, because, well, that's where they feel the safest. Because safety is a necessity in a sick world, but it doesn't exist. That's the whole problem. Even those people who rule everything or believe that rule everything, they don't feel safe at all because at any given moment something bad may happen. Why do you think in a sick society people are thought to be replaced by machines? A sick society doesn't want humans because people can wake up at any given moment. People are unpredictable. They're not just a stupid bunch of code lines like a machine. Code lines that simply repeat a certain number of seconds, or well, once in a certain number of seconds or several times per second, depending how often it is needed. That's what a machine technically is. It just runs all the text again and again as fast as needed and only executes the true conditions. That's what AI is. That's what, well, the idea of technology is. Now, obviously, it can be made into far more than this, but the point is machines lack evolution, so they cannot become better than humans. They can be programmed to replicate human aspects, but machines are nothing else than a tool. And obviously a society won't make use of such a tool for the betterment of others. Because if others lead a better life, well, they will have time for themselves. If they have time for themselves, they will become introspective. And if they become introspective, they will sort through your lies and illusions. They will come with their own opinions. And a sick society wouldn't allow that, right? So the point in a society which is demented, well, if people want to support such a thing, they should first of all ask themselves, what is it that they want to leave behind? Because many people simply don't care in life. All they want is to simply die as fast as possible, and then, well, it doesn't matter what comes after them. Why do you think that everything that is sick in this society is also supported, right? If people don't live a happy life, they want to commit suicide. Why do you think this society supports suicide? Well, it doesn't tell you directly go and kill yourself, but it does support self-destructive behaviors like taking drugs, all sorts of addictions and such. Because in a sick society, if you're healthy, you're a conscript, right? You're a prisoner. You can only be free in a sick society when you're technically ill, because that's when all the doors actually open for you. When you're healthy, you're like a parasite, right? You live, and a sick society that has all the expectations from you, well, it just wants you to consume its poisons. If you're healthy, well, there's no poison that can serve you, right? But the moment you become ill with something, all the doors of the sick society open for you, and all the poisons are there for you. And I say poisons because, well, everything in this world is a tool. How we make use of those? Well, for our self-destruction or for our betterment. How we use those? Well, our level of awareness can only dictate. If we are aware, we will use everything that we have at our disposal for our betterment. If we are ignorant, we will use it for the destruction of our neighbors, not knowing that when you destroy your neighbor, you also destroy a bit of yourself. Because if you destroy a weak neighbor, well, who knows? You have to expand on that territory. If you don't, someone else will. So you've done someone else's job much easier. And then the more some expand, they will easily grab you as well. Because if you think only in horror and fear and, harming the other ones around, you'll also be afraid that this will happen. So you'll always be suspicious. When you're always suspicious, there is only hell that's going to unfold in your mind. So the point is, in a sick society, all that is demented, all that is against nature will be promoted. If that is what you want or expect in life, well, let that be your problem only. Because people don't require more problems. People need more solutions. And people need people who can bring those solutions and who can teach people how to put those solutions into great use. Because that's one of the greatest reasons why the, rich people, those who are abundant and also aware, don't give their money easily to the poor. Because the problem is, poor people stay poor because irrespective of how much money you give them, they don't know how to make use of the money. They don't know how to invest the money. You can give poor people all the money in the world. The point is, People who are capable of making money, people who have the ability to make money, they will get all that money back. Because people who simply don't know how to make use of things, they'll simply blow it all. They'll buy things that they don't need and then they will abandon them, right? And they will create even more misery in their life. And then you can give them all the money back, and you will see people who are abundant, people who make use of their skills, they will get the money back. So all this being said, hopefully this video was introspective enough, you are appreciated, and never forget that if you are to align yourself to a sick society, well, that doesn't say much about your mental health, right? That says that your mental health is either lacking or missing. So all this being said, take care, have an awesome year, Ferenc Bor signing out.